Welcome. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day and time out of your day and your teaching to come and hear stories and poetry. What you'll hear today is original work. You'll hear the work that students wrote themselves and will be, in most cases, performing themselves, in some cases perhaps having someone perform something for them. Of course, the next level is for them to do it themselves, and that comes with time. So, without real further ado, we will start. We will have a couple storytellers, and then we'll have a poet, and then some more storytellers, another poet, and end up with storytelling. Thank you very much for being so polite and so respectful. I really appreciate it. Our first storyteller of the day Mr. Luke Hurst. Let's give him a round of applause.
The village hunters was hunting for a tiger. The tiger was walking through the village. The hunters found a big fat pig. They put him in a big log. The tiger got trapped. He hit the pig. He got so fat he wanted to get his head out. So he kicked his back feet and ran away. The villagers were so hungry and tired, they had to hunt another tiger again in the end.
Thank you, Mr. Hurst. Our next storyteller is Mr. Tyler King.
There was a black whale flying around the forest, and he saw a dark cave, and he flew down to the cave and banged his beak on the cave wall. Ouch! And he heard a loud growling noise and a thump noise, and he was a friendly bear, and he was scared, but he was a friendly bear to help him get out of the cave. So he went back to the forest, bought some honey for him, and gave it to the bear, and went back to the forest. The end.
Mr. McCory Crowther, please.
There was once there was a cobra snake slithering through the big tall forest. He wanted to fly like a bird, so he squawked like a kestrel. and the kestrel swooped down and ate him in one big gulp. He was so fat his wings was as heavy as sheets of steel. It was flying so low it could only land in his small tiny nest. And he landed with a big bang and squashed all his eggs all over the water fountain under his nest. He even squashed his girlfriend and turned her into liquid acid and made her insides into water. The end.
Mr. Luke Smith.
are important. I used to play the drums. I had a drum kit from 1963. I was okay, but I haven't played for ages. I had a guitar as well, but my brother broke it when he was drinking. I like music. I listen to loads of bands like the Arctic Monkeys and Paolo Nardini. He's got a mint voice and he's only 18. Just think what he's like when he's 25. I'm only 13. I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm 25. My own cue. I've got my own cue now. It was a present from my dad. I play in the same pool team and I don't think I'm that bad. My dad's girlfriend's son is a mate of mine. We get on okay. He's not as good as pool at me at pool. I beat him every day.
Mr. Elliot Singfield.
Mr. Elliott, would you like to do the whole thing by yourself, or would you like some assistance up there?
I'll do it by myself.
All right.
One day there was a really big grey and dirty filthy rhino.
You have to be quiet, or I'm going to send you out of the room, and you won't be able to come back. Okay.
Running around the park. The rhino started charging at him. The cheetah saw him and ran as fast as a car with knots. And ran into the woods. No, ran through the city into the woods. The rhino was getting that slow and that tired. He collapsed and swam into the river, and the waves covered him up the end.
Mr. Jordan Kent.
One day it was a frog who gave birth to little tiny tadpoles. Then it loses the tadpoles and goes looking for them. It looks all over and can't find them. Then it finds them in a block of ice stuffed under a leafy bush. So then the scorching, blazing golden sun comes out and melts the block of ice, and the tadpole went free and swam to the river. The end.
Mr. Chris Meehan.
Rugby is a game for men. You can't play it by yourself. It feels really brilliant when you try again.
The story is called Tiger Chase. One sunny day there was a teenage tiger. He was mean and hungry. He went looking for food, and there were a little 8-year-old playing with his toys. He went over, got him, and ate him and clapped his bones. And the 8-year-old's father was so upset, he went looking for him, but when he found him, he got him and dragged him in his house and baked him and ate him. A few days later, he was walking on the road and he seen a wanted poster, wanted for murder. It looked a bit like him, so he went, I'm not bothered. Shouldn't have murdered my son. But when he was strolling through the woods, a CID was chasing him. He didn't know it. He turned around and went, oh no, he went, stop police. He ran and then police jumped out of the woods with their guns. He was looking around where to go. He climbed up a tree and he thought to himself, can I make it over them? But when he tried jumping, he tripped on a leaf and fell in a ditch and broke his neck. The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Stratton.
It's called Cup Winners. I was a striker for my local team. I was always involved in the football scene. I was as fast as a cheetah in my red and white shirt. We used to do our skill past defenders, me and my mate Kurt. I was good at crosses, good in the box, took a bit of stick and took a few knocks. But I always got back up. I always came back, got back up, and in 2005 won the cup.
Mr. Fred Kenyon.
One day, when owner was walking his dog, he went for 7 miles, getting tired. It starts to rain. Puts up the umbrella, phones a friend.
Hello, can you come and collect me?
Gets a blue car, drives. Gets a bath, the dog gets a bath. Goes to sleep, goes in his dog basket and to sleep. The end.
All right. Ladies, would you tell me the status of Mr. Woodhead's story?
The story's finished and he's actually listening to it while he's downstairs.
So you're ready to tell it.
The story is called The Scorpion. One day, a scorpion was walking through the hot, sandy desert. The little scorpion saw a large golden eagle high in the sky. The golden eagle swooped down to try get the scorpion. When the other scorpions saw what he was doing, they swooped down as well. The little scorpion began to panic. So, the little scorpion stung the eagle in his eye. The scorpion let out a great big, the eagle let out a great big squawk. The eagle could not see where he was going and he was mad. The other eagles began chasing the scorpion to try and get him. The eagles thought the scorpion wouldn't find his way home, but the scorpion was clever. He had left little footprints in the sand and ran all the way home and lived happily ever after. The end.
Mr. Josh Ogden. Mr. Tom Collins.
One sunny day, there was a monkey swinging on the vines happily, with a cheetah watching him. All of a sudden, the monkey slipped and the vines wrapped around his neck. The cheetah, who was watching by the river, ran as fast as he could and started to bite the vines off. Once the cheetah had bitten all the vines off and the monkey was safe, they both went home together happily. The end.
If you'd be so kind, Mr. Collins.
The story's called A Hungry Fox. Right. A guy just finished with his girlfriend, right? So gets in his car really angry. I was driving down the road proper fast. I want to smoke, right? Finishes it, flicks it out window. Right, but when he flicked it out window, it landed on this dry pile of grass. It was set alight, and there was woods next to him. Went fire all over the place. The whole woods on fire. And he was running around, all about, right? And the family of foxes all ran out of the den. And then this big tree fell on top of the mother, and then they all ran away. And then, when a few days later, after the fire had calmed down and stopped everything, the youngest fox went back to see if he could find his mum, but she was under the tree, dead. The little fox went over, started going like that next to her, but won't wake up at all. So he starts to cry a bit, then starts to walk off, and he's feeling hungry now. It's been about 4 days since he's had something to eat, so he's thinking to himself, I need to go somewhere where there's food. The city has lots of food, bins. Bins are full of food, but I don't like the city, I could get killed. But it's either I starve to death or I get killed by a dog. Which one's it going to be? So he goes to the city. It's about 11:30 at night or something now, right? Really dark. There's a big massive pit bull next to his friend coming out going. He runs around this corner, sees this dustbin. So he jumps up, knocks it over, starts feasting it away on a takeaway. It's been put in bin. And he sees this lady fox. He goes chatting her up. And they walk up happily ever after the end.
Be kind enough to share another poem.
Anfield is my favourite ground because it's easy to get around, and that is where Liverpool play. You can see them on the match of the day. I've supported Liverpool since I was a kid, just like my nan and my granddad did. I'm the ball full of air. If you kick me, I'll fly anywhere. I'm black and white, show me your trick. My favourite number is the number 6. If you kick me, I'll fly like a jet, straight into the back of the goalkeeper's net.